If you're running Google Ads and you're attracting a lot of job seekers, people looking to be hired at your firm because they clicked on your ad, they went to your landing page, they submitted a form, or they're called and they're asking if you're hiring, you're just tired of paying for these clicks, I'm going to show you 5 different things that you need to look at in this video and in your account to make sure that you are doing everything you can to block out these job seekers so they're not wasting any of your precious ad budget. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm the founder of Level 28 Media, and I help local service-based businesses generate leads. So if you're interested in a consultation or an audit and you're spending at least $2,000 a month, feel free to check out the link below, and I'd be more than happy to have a discussion with you. So going back to this topic here of job seekers clicking on your ads, it's going to happen. Even if you implement all 5 of these tips, it's probably not going to block out like everything. There's probably still going to be at least 10 to 15% of the job seekers might potentially come through, but these are ways that you can block out the majority of them. The first thing is adding negative keywords. And in this example that you're seeing on the screen, this is an old account that hasn't been touched for several years. So I'm just showing this to you as an example. You need to use negative keywords. Now, what are negative keywords? Well, they're keywords that you don't want to show up for. So let's say that you are a home care agency serving elderly folks that are looking for a caretaker to take care of them at their house. Well, if you are not trying to run a campaign to attract other caregivers for your home care agency, then you want to add these keywords as negatives, such as salary, LinkedIn, job, Glassdoor, employment, careers, application. These are just examples. You could go to ChatGPT and have ChatGPT come up with probably a good list of 50 to 100 negative keywords that you can use on your campaign, but these are just ones that came from the top of my head. Now note that as you're running your campaign, especially if you're using phrase match and broad match regular keywords, you might also be triggering Spanish related keywords, people looking for jobs in Spanish or even other foreign languages. And if you're getting those, you also need to make sure that you're blocking them out as negative keywords as well. I've had clients that have HVAC companies where they are trying to attract new customers that are seeking HVAC installation, but they're getting a lot of Spanish job seekers that are searching in Spanish for HVAC jobs, and it's triggering a lot of ads, and HVAC clicks are very expensive. So their budget gets drained pretty quickly. So this is the first tip that I would recommend you have. Negative keywords. The second tip is negating audiences. So what do I mean by negating audiences? It means that you will have an exclusion on your audiences on your campaign. So first things first, if you are running a home care, and this is just an example, a home care agency campaign, and you are not trying to attract those that are looking for jobs, then you can, and your ideal customer persona doesn't fall into this age range, then you can block out these age ranges in Google on the audience level. So in this case, for this example, we're only trying to attract elderly folks that are, or the older children of these elderly folks that have the funds to pay for home care services. So with that case, we've blocked out the younger folks that might be typically looking for a job. So that is a good way to save on budget. But another thing too is going all the way down here to exclusions. This is a big tip for y'all. Exclusions, show table. Make sure that you have these exclusions added. Employment, this is number 1. Make sure that you definitely have employment added. So anyone that's in market for a job will automatically be blocked out. Now, A natural question might come from this, and it's, well, what if someone might be looking for a job and they are looking for the service that I have to offer? The chances of that happening, it can happen, but if you're really just focused on trying to block out all of the job seekers, this is going to be your second best bet after the negative keyword addition. Because there could be people searching home care services or home care agency that are looking for jobs that are not specifically saying home care agency job, home care agency salary, home care agency employment. They might just be typing home care agency and they might be triggering your ads. They may be clicking on that. So another way to filter that is to add an exclusion of an audience and add employment in market for employment. And I also added current college students because we likely wouldn't want to be attracting that either with this campaign. And with this campaign, we're not, because we're trying to attract older adult children or the elderly folks to click on our ads and become clients for this home care agency. The next thing is no display or search partners. So you want to go to your campaigns and check on your settings. You want to click on your settings here on the campaign that you have live. And you want to check to make sure that you do not have search partners activated. If you have search partners activated, then that means that your ads could be served on second tier search engines that are not really ideal, might be attracting bots or even low quality clicks and even potentially job seekers. So you'd want to go to networks and then click and make sure that this is unchecked, and also make sure that this is unchecked. So these two need to not be checked and you'll be good to go. Display, typically the reason why I wouldn't recommend display is because the clicks are very low quality and it's very unlikely that you're going to be getting good quality lead coming from this unless you have really good targeting, but I wouldn't focus on that. The next thing that I would focus on, and I don't have an example here to show you, but just to speak to it, is on your landing page, you can mention whether you're hiring or not. So let's say that someone did fall through the cracks, even though you had strong negative keywords, even though you negated your audiences, even though you didn't have display or search partners enabled, and somehow, some way, someone may have come through because they didn't fall into those categories. Well, you can put on your landing page, even though you have already paid for that click, you can say up front and center whether you're hiring or not, or you can even put on the form, sorry, we're not hiring right now, or yes, we're hiring, and then have a link to your careers page. So at least, even though you pay for that click, you can at least get them over to the right place so they're not submitting a form and making it seem like they're a lead even though they're not. Another thing too is on the form, and this is the final tip that I have, is on the form, add lots of qualifying questions to make sure that the person that's filling out the form is not a job seeker and that they're actually someone who is actively looking for your services. So those are my 5 tips. The last 2 are more if you're okay, with the fact that you've already paid for these, clicks. What are ways that you can go about making the best out of the situation? So those are my 2 tips on the back end. But on the front end, if you have those 3 things with the negative keywords, with the search partners and display networks disabled, and the negation of your specific audiences for employment, you should be good for the most part. The last 2 is just additional features that could potentially help you. If you found this video helpful, I would love to hear your greatest insight below. And let me know if you've been struggling with this and how well it actually does. If you do actually go ahead and implement it for your Google Ads campaign. And if you're new here, I would love if you could give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and be on the lookout for more videos. I post videos every single week about Google Ads, my best tips every single week. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Awesome. I'll see you soon. Thanks.